So, Dr. Saxen, let's talk about some of these investment opportunities in generative AI. Here you are a founder in the Gen AI space, but you're also investing in companies in the generative AI space. So tell us where these investment pockets are and how does generative AI as a technology solve problems worth investing in?
I'm really excited about the potential of generative AI, and I am highly supportive and look forward to companies that are revolutionizing certain verticals.
Okay.
And the opportunity is not 20% improvement, it's like 1000x level of improvement.
Wow. Tell us an example, please. We'd love to.
So one of the companies I'm part of as an advisor investor is Amore AI lab. And they are completely revolutionizing how chip design and verification happens.
Wow.
So in some sense, they're a vibe coding for chip design, but they are also could be fully automating certain processes, and they can bring US chip design to the forefront.
So that's an incredible investment. So you're saying what NVIDIA does, they're trying to accelerate it with generative AI. Is that right?
Exactly. So they can be time to market becomes weeks versus years of the development time frame.
So this is generative AI applied to physical AI because you're printing chips.
No, you're designing chips. So it does help us. So it kind of dots connect to each other. So the AI which helps NVIDIA or any other company to design chips faster helps that, and that in turn helps robotics and us.
Yeah, I mean, you are a generative AI startup yourself, but you're doing something very deterministic like robotics. How do you build predictability with Gen AI models? I hear they can go haywire or their outcomes are unpredictable. So how do you make it work predictably? What are some of the challenges or tips or tricks?
I think a couple of things are by design. So while it's a large model, you have to build the modules or agents interpretable by design and separated. So each agent is part of a bigger model or uses a bigger model, but it has precise prompting and certain properties.
Yeah.
And second one is heavy duty Q&A and safety bar before you release the models or agents into the field.
Yeah, you use the word agents. Now I'm curious, already robots are in the physical AI space, they're doing things. Now imagine you introduce an agent which is without your intervention is going to sit as a layer and prompt the robot to do things. What is your approach to integrating agents in the robotic spatio-temporal space, the robotic ecosystem?
Right. Robots are actually not immune to agents. They have been using different form of agents.
For example?
Like for example, an agent in robot would, like multi-agent architectures in robotics, they would say, oh, I want to do planning here. They start a planning module or an agent and it does something. It happened to be the case that those agents or modules were fully independent, traditional software based.
Yeah.
But now what is happening is you are building an agent which is based on a model.
Yeah.
It uses certain things like memory, tool use, and so on and so forth, and does the same thing but with much more capabilities.
Yeah, so this was not used as interchange. See, agent is a word used in English language for someone who is undercover and does things, solves complex problems. So this is not used interchangeably. There were actually agents back in the day which you used in robotics, is that right?
Right, and they were not necessarily Gen AI agents, so they were using very simple learning or in some cases even handwritten agent.
Yep.
But agent is really something that it gives certain properties, like it retains a state or memory, it has certain tools at hand. And with robotics, this actually becomes very interesting. So if you're building a verification engineering AI, you would want to give a verification design module as a tool use.
Yeah.
For making a balance sheet financial AI, you want to give a calculator as a tool. But for robotics, you want to do a physics simple simulator module as a tool to the AI. So that's what an agent does.
Yeah.
It would have certain libraries to use. It would have a certain context, certain prompt, and use the model in a manner that does the job.